Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here back with another My Team video, and in this one, I'm going to be venting about my frustration regarding the Tista Season Past Meets Present collection coming tomorrow. Before we even get to this though, I'm going to quickly flip over to my 2K screen right here. How about this for an agenda player today, huh? After getting two Amethysts back-to-back in Bill Russell and Mark Price respectively, we get Brian Scalabrine as a Sapphire. Which, if you take a look at his ratings, I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm sure there are plenty of other YouTubers who did a semi-deep dive into his ratings and probably talked about how there are other Sapphire power forwards that are better than this card. And I think they're right. This Brian Scalabrine card really doesn't bring anything special to the table. His only value comes in the collections tab. So you take a look here, you go to Tis the Season, and you see that the Brian Scalabrine, just like his predecessors in Bill Russell and Mark Price, are inserts for the Kobe Bryant collection, which is incredibly frustrating. You know, I think in the video that I made heading into last Friday, before we got the Tis the Season Pass collection, I mentioned how my hope for this event, because that's what 2K keeps calling it, an event, was that, you know, we had equal chance agenda packs for the big program that we got on Friday for the Tista Season Pass, and those equal chance packs that we got via agendas stopped at the Amethyst tier, which was frustrating because the collection for Penny Hardaway has 3 diamonds, and all 3 diamonds are really good cards, you know. Whereas you look at the Amethysts, like I got lucky actually. I got Jason Kidd out of exchanging. I pulled a duplicate Reggie Jackson Amethyst card from the NBA Season Rewind pack, and I turned him into a NBA Tissa Season Pass Deluxe pack, and I ended up getting a shake, and that shake ended up being Jason Kidd, which was awesome. And then I got James Worthy from my Equal Chance pack, which you guys saw hopefully in the last video, which is pretty dope. So, you know, if we didn't have 3 diamonds, I would maybe consider locking in for Penny, because now all I need is one more Amethyst, who's priced at 84k, and then I have these 2 rubies that are each 10k, roughly. And then I have the Shane Battier, who we're going to be getting on Friday if you log in every single day this week. And then the emeralds are 2100 each. So it's the 3 diamonds that are killing the value in this set, at least from a consumer perspective. So I was hoping that we would get ways to kind of, you know, nibble into the price, like, you know, cut it down a little bit, give us ways to get these diamonds. And as of right now, we are gonna hit day 5 of this program, of this event tomorrow. And tomorrow we're getting a diamond. We're getting an Andre Iguodala. And, you know, when I saw today that we got that Sapphire Brian Scalabrine, my hope was, because I saw that on 2KDB earlier in the morning before 2K mentioned the present or the past to present collection. I'm calling those the transition parts, the transition programs in the collection, or sorry, in the event. Before 2K tweeted out that transition program tweet about Diamond Iggy coming to my team tomorrow, I saw Brian Scalabrine on 2KDB, and I immediately thought, well, the only reason that 2K would give us a Sapphire to grind for today in my team as their free content, the free part of the event, is because we're going to be getting a Diamond player tomorrow. And on the agenda, which I'm not going to pull it up right now, it's going to take me a while to scroll, unless, let's take a look here. Does 2K have it here? I don't think so. I mean, I'm not going to scroll, but you can take a look at the playbook, you know, at your own leisure. But I'm pretty sure in the playbook, it mentioned us getting a Tista Season player on Saturday, which was Bill Russell. Sunday, yesterday, which was Mark Price. Today, which was Sapphire Brian Scalabrine. Tomorrow, there's no mention of us getting a new grindable player. We're only getting the Iguodala along with his subsequent pieces, which I can, I guess, show you now. We had it at the start of the video. But you could see right here, we have 2 Ammies in LaMarcus Aldridge and Kemba Walker, and then 2 Rubies in PJ Tucker and Udonis Haslem. I don't know if we're going to be getting any other cards or if these are the only 4, but I'm just going to play under the assumption that we only have these 4 cards coming as part of that Andre Iguodala collection. I did the math, assuming the prices stay the same for the Amethyst and the Rubies. 2 84s, or 2 Amethysts are 84k each. 2 Rubies are roughly, you know, a little over 10,000 MT each. So it's basically going to cost 188,000 MT. Now, I'm assuming 2K is going to probably follow suit with what they did on Friday, which to me is pretty frustrating. On Friday, we had equal chance packs for the Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, and Amethyst tiers of the Tista Season Pass collection, as I've already mentioned. And I'm assuming 2K is going to do the same thing here with us having no diamonds in the collection, not counting Iguodala. You're basically going to be able to cut this set's price in half because, if you get one equal chance pack for each tier, there are only 2 tiers. 84,000 plus 10,080 is 94,080. So you'd basically have to pay 94,080 MT. Sorry if you hear the fire truck in the back. 94,080 MT for this Iguodala card right here. Which is fine, but it should be free. Like, take a look at every single card in this collection, right? Actually, I don't need to show my screen right now. We'll keep it on my Google Chrome screen. Let's go bottom to top. Udonis Haslem is probably the least useful of all these cards. He's an undersized, and that's going to be the key word that I'm going to use to describe basically every single card that we're seeing on our screen right now, outside of Kobe and LaMarcus Aldridge. Udonis Haslem's like, a 6'7" power forward center, which is super frustrating. He's probably not going to be able to shoot the 3 ball, which is fine. Like, that's not what he did in real life. He's just going to be a filler card. PJ Tucker may be the best card in this set. He'll probably be a pretty good 3-and-D perimeter player. You'll play him at small forward, but even at small forward, he's 6'6", and he's a Ruby. So, I mean, I guess you can maybe bring him into salary cap, but you could argue that PJ Tucker is the best card in this whole collection. Kemba Walker, I mean, I think 2K making him a Celtics Kemba Walker is fitting. This card's probably going to be an absolute albatross on defense, and maybe he'll be solid on offense, but nothing special. I'm sure 2K will give us a diamond or a pink diamond Kemba Walker from his time on the Charlotte Hornets, or I'm assuming they're saving their dark matter Kemba card for when he was on the Knicks, because obviously that was when he was at his best. So that card's going to be dog water, another point guard who's undersized and can't play a lick of defense. Thanks, 2K. LaMarcus Aldridge, speaking of can't play a lick of defense, his release was pretty good from what I remember. I didn't have him in my team this year, but I played against him a lot, and I felt like I played against a lot of bad people who had him, and I could tell they were bad because they could not green their shots with anybody but their LaMarcus Aldridge. So that release should be pretty user-friendly, but I'm not that excited about LaMarcus Aldridge. And then the lock-in is this Andre Iguodala card, who, I mean, he's not even the best diamond Tista Season card that we got at shooting guard who can play defense. You're better off going to buy Ron Artest. And, maybe 2K is making the argument of, oh, well, Andre Iguodala is going to be the budget option because if we give you equal chance packs for the Rubies and the Amethysts that are in this collection, well, then would you rather have Iggy for 94K, or would you rather have Ron Artest for whatever it is, for 183K? And the correct answer in this case should really be I want neither. If I'm going to spend MT, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get Ron Artest. But then, okay, if I'm arguing between who I want between Ron Artest and Iguodala at shooting guard, well, the only reason why I'd be really chasing for Iggy, unless I love Iggy, would be the same reason I'm chasing for Penny, would be the same reason I'm chasing for the next 3 diamond headliners that we get, and that's to get Kobe Bryant, who also plays shooting guard. So why are we getting another diamond shooting guard? Which brings me back to my other point. This set is so textbook 2K when it comes to a grindable set. You look at these 5 cards, and they are, the majority of them, if not all of them, are undesirable when it comes to meta, like a meta perspective, right? A top end player in the My Team Unlimited streets won't have any use for any of these cards, because we had Ron Artest who came out, and he can play shooting guard. And if you'd rather put Ron Artest at small forward, well, then you're going to probably want Ray Allen, who also came out last Friday at shooting guard, who's going to definitely be a much more consistent threat from 3. And that Ray Allen card had really solid defensive ratings, so he can probably hold his own. So there's nothing in this set that we're getting tomorrow, Iguodala included, that's an upgrade over what we got on Friday. And it's for that reason that this set should have been completely grindable, not half off because of equal chance packs, fully grindable, because 95K is still 95K. That is still a lot of MT to be spent on an Andre Iguodala card. So That's really, really frustrating to me. And if you take a look, this right here, I hope you can see this on your screen. I'm always unsure of if my Google Chrome is showing, but assuming this is showing, if not, I'm just going to read it out. This right here is the calculation for how much the Penny Hardaway set cost on Friday. If you were to rule out, or not rule out, if you were to ignore every equal chance pack that we got, this is assuming you come in and you buy every single card that was in the collection. The Penny Hardaway would cost 852,390 MT. What I thought was that 2K was going to make these transition collections, the Iguodala we're getting tomorrow as part of past meets present, and then the present meets future next Tuesday. I thought 2K was going to make them free, because if you were to do the math, if you were to take the price for Friday's collection that we had for Penny Hardaway and you multiply that by 3, you end up getting 2,557,000 MT. Now, let's factor in those equal chance packs, right? Because those matter, and we're gonna, I think, continue to get those for the remaining 2 larger scale collections as part of this Tista season event. Cannot forget that word. 2K loves calling it an event. So if you were to subtract the cost of the players that you get from the equal chance packs, right? If you were to, add up basically, 84,000 plus 10,080 plus 4,200 plus 2,100, you get a little over 100K MT. We'll call it 101K. I'll round up for 2K. So 101K MT saved per Friday collection, and we have 3 Friday collections. So that's minus 303,000 MT, right? So let's just do it here so you can see. Take this whole thing, minus 303,000, and then you calculate it, comes out to 2.254 million MT. For this reason, I thought it would have made sense that 2K would make the agendas, or the collections that we get, these transition agendas on Tuesdays, free. Because if they're going to make cards as undesirable and honestly as useless as that Iguodala card, because if you're grinding for Kobe and you're buying these players and completing these collections for Kobe, you cannot tell me anyone from this collection that we're getting tomorrow is going to make your lineup, because they're not. I mean, that Ray Allen, who I think is better than the Iguodala, is going to be more than likely. He's not going to make your lineup, because you're going to have Kobe Bryant as your shooting guard, and you're going to have Ron Artest as your small forward, most likely. And if you're not running Ron Artest at your small forward, it's because you're running LeBron or whoever else at the small forward that you like. So it's so frustrating. So if you were to now add, now we're going to take this whole thing, right? We're adding brackets upon brackets upon brackets over here, and we're going to assume that we get equal chance packs for tomorrow's collection and the next Tuesday collection, and we're going to assume that we're only getting 2 amethysts and 2 2 amethysts and 2 rubies. So that's going to be, what is that? What did we say this math was? This is 188,160, right? Because it's the 94,000 times 2, because you're saving half off, but then you're really not, because you have to buy 2 different collections. So 188,160. That's going to be your grand price for Kobe. Now, maybe you're thinking, oh, that's not too bad. And maybe it's not too bad. But I think if you look at it from a consumer perspective, and if you look at it as someone who's going to be collecting all these players and completing all the sets to get Kobe, maybe spending 2.4 million MT in the grand scheme of things is not bad. But the fact that this is going to be the cheapest price for Kobe, because this implies that we're getting equal chance agendas for the next 2 Tuesday collections, that we're going to get the same equal chance agendas for the next 2 big Friday collections that have 3 diamonds in them each, and you're going to grind for every other agenda player in between, every single insert player in between now and when that Tista season future collection drops. The fact that you're still spending 2.4 million is crazy. And what's getting lost in all this math that I'm showing you right here on my screen, which I'm sorry, I'm turning this Kobe collection into an episode of Calc 1 with Jan Moses. What's getting lost in all this is the no money spent players have nothing. All we have right now are equal chance packs that are giving us up to an amethyst tier. We're getting daily agendas, which for the past weekend only gave us amethyst players, and now it's Monday and we're getting sapphires. We still have yet to get a free grindable diamond. and it's 5 days in, and 2K is not showing any hope of us getting a grindable diamond. And my fear is that, if we were to look at the only free diamonds, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. If we were to look at the only free diamonds that I think 2K has given us so far this year, we can go to season 3 and we can scroll all the way to the end. By the way, I hit level 40. I had Jimmy Butler, which is pretty dope. Shout out double XP multipliers from spending $10 on the Pro Pass. The only free diamonds we have right now are Monte Ellis and Amari Stoudemire, and both of them are really nothing special. So, I mean, these cards pale in comparison to the diamond Ray Allen and Ron Artest and David Robinson. Even the Iguodala, I'm sure, is going to be miles better than, any of the cards that we had got from this, like hitting level 40, which is awful, in my opinion. Also, we're getting a defensive shooting guard in Andre Iguodala tomorrow when we already have Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler, who's a grindable card. They better not make Iggy better than Jimmy. I'll be so upset. But anyways, that's my main frustration when it comes to this. I don't want to drag this video out much longer than I have to. This video is already probably running pretty long. The last thing I kind of want to show you right here. So this guy, Stogie O'Shea on Twitter, he packed Kobe Bryant, I guess, and he showed on his Twitter that his Pink Diamond Kobe quick sells for 109,200 MT, which I think is very, very interesting, because if we come here and you're wondering, well, okay, well, 109,000 to what is it, 200 or 600? 109,200. What is that 40% of, right? Because that's, you're losing that 60% in tax. If you take a look, let's go to 2KDB here for a second. Let's go here. If you take a look at 2KDB, if it loads, or if you remember, if you bought Michael Jordan, or if you remember when Diamond Michael Jordan came out at the start of season 2, let's go to salary chart. If you take a look, right when he came out on October the 20th, MJ was 273,000 MT. So I want to take that same MT value, 273. The Wolfram Alpha Crown, there we go. 273,000 times 0.4. And you'll see that we get 109,200. Why is that important? That tells me that when pink diamonds become available for purchase in the player market, they're going to cost at most 273,000, which I think is the only W that 2K has taken today, in my opinion. Because what this tells me is that Dark Matters, or I should say Galaxy Opals, will probably be a little more expensive than this. And that means to me that Dark Matters will hopefully not cost more than like 500, 600K, which I think, depending on the kind of dark matter, I think that's palatable. The issue here is that so far all the like major top end desirable cards are locked away as lock-ins, like the Kobe Bryant, like the Giannis, like the LeBron, like the Kevin Durant, like the Steph Curry, like the Shaq. I mean, the biggest name we've gotten, and we've gotten a few big names that are not lock-ins, like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Paul George, even Chet Holmgren to an extent, and I'm sure there are other players that I'm missing. But I'm hopeful that we get some big name pink diamonds who are going to be worth paying the 273,000 MT for, because the last thing I'll leave you with is I'm still grinding for Hakeem Olajuwon. At least that's my plan right now. And I'm doing so because I fully expect, like the majority of the 2K community, that a diamond Victor Wembanyama is coming on Friday the 22nd, or whenever that Tis the Season future set drops. I think Wemby makes the most sense to come out then as a diamond card, and if he does and he's a lock-in, I will strongly consider spending the 800K or whatever it is after you factor in the equal chance agenda packs and the players that I get from them contributing towards the set. I will strongly consider spending 800K because when I'm done grinding for Hakeem Olajuwon in clutch time, I think if you were to add up all my profits, I started at 1 million MT. I'm currently sitting at 1.55 million MT. And if you take a look as of right now, I am at, that's not where you look. For the season right now, I'm at 205 offline, clutch time offline wins. So I'm not even halfway there, and I'm up 500k MT. So I'm probably gonna hit, I want to say I'll hit maybe over 2 million MT by the time this is all said and done, potentially. Because I'm getting, 1200 or 1100 to 1200 MT per win, but then I'm getting, on average anywhere from like, I'd say I'd probably average 750 MT earned additionally from the door opening game, because I'm usually getting like, whenever I hit a 1000, I always take that, and anything higher than that, which is 1250 or 1500, I've been taking that. So this is still very profitable, and I would rather do this grind and get the Hakeem for free rather than spend 183k on the D-Rob and then take all the MT that I accrued from playing clutch time offline and then buy some high quality players. Because I think once Kobe comes out, then the floodgates are going to be opened. I think it'll be a matter of time. Maybe it'll be during this season or the start of next season. We're going to start getting pink diamonds that are available in the player market, and with them being 273k MT, I can either lock in for Wemby when he comes out that Friday and blow all my MT on that, or I'll have enough MT to buy roughly 3 pink diamonds and add those to my squad. So we'll see. Anyways, for now, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry if I kind of dragged this out a little longer than I probably wanted to. I'm just frustrated at how 2K is running this event so far. It's not an event. This is just an opportunity for us to give them our money, and I have no interest in doing so. Like, outside of the Pro Pass, which I think is still a pretty solid value, if you have the $10 to spend every season, I have no interest in buying VC, or if you are like, if you're going to complete these collections and you're cool with buying VC or just spending money on my team, then buy VC, because VC is definitely the move if you want to complete these collections. But I just don't think it's worth it. I just think spending whatever the math works out to be, whether it's like 150, 175, $200 almost said MT, $150 to $200 on this Kobe. I just don't know why. Like, why would you spend that much money on Kobe, even if he's your favorite card? I just look, I'm not here to talk about what people should do with their money, but just from my perspective, I just don't see what that Kobe card gives you. That's $200 worth of value. If he makes you that happy, I think happiness is priceless. Do it, but just know that you're also 2K's target audience. If my team card gives you that much happiness that you'd rather be that happy and lose $200 than keep that 200 and put it towards anything, literally anything, that's more valuable, like the next pink diamond that's going to come out in my team. Just saying. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I'll see you later.